Alright, welcome back to our videos. Hopefully this one's going to work alright for us today. And today we're doing Function Machines Part 2. And today what we're going to be looking at is how are we getting from the X side of our function machine to the Y side of our function machine. So what we're going to do is we're going to call the side on the left here the X side, the side on the Y here the Y side. How do I get from X to Y? So we kind of have to look what's happening. I go from 10 to 6 on one of them. I go from 12 to 8 on one, 14 to 10, and 0 to 4. How am I getting from the number on the X column to the Y column? Well, this one, I know 10 and 6 is 4 less or minus 4. I know 12 and 8 is 4 less or minus 4. I know 14 to 10 is 4 less or minus 4. And 4 to 0 is 4 less or minus 4. We can see all 4 of those have a minus 4. So I know the rule of this function. Rule equals negative 4. Really what we're doing today is as simple as that. Just looking at our X side, looking at our Y side, looking at how we're getting there. Okay, now the difficult part of what our function machines will be on this, because we've already done these before, is that before we only used addition and subtraction. Now what's going to be different here is we're adding in our two new operations we've been working in. So these function machines can be addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. So what we need to look at is how are we getting from our X to our Y? What rule is this function going to have? So let's look at 6 and 30. Well, to get from 6 to 30, I can't do plus 24. But because we're adding multiplication and division now, I also know 6 times 5 is 30. So I can go plus 24 or times 5. If I look at my next one from 2 to 10, I can do a plus 8 or 2 times 10 is 5. So 2 times 5 is 10. So I can do a times 5. My next one from 4 to 20. Well, I can go plus 16 or I know 4 times 5 is 20. Then my last one, I can go 5 to 25. Well, that could be a plus 20. Or it could be 5 times 5 is 25. So on some of them, and a good thing to look at is when the numbers are getting larger, it's either going to be addition or multiplication. When the numbers are getting smaller, it's either going to be subtraction or division. Now on these ones, the numbers were getting larger, so it's addition or multiplication. And we see the ones they had in common there was they all had a times 5. So the rule for that function equals times 5. And that's really all you're going to be doing when you come in tomorrow, is we're going to be looking at what rule do all of these functions have. Are they times, division, subtraction, addition? It's just part 2 because it's addition, multiplication, subtraction, and division. There's 4 operations. That's it for your video today. Pretty easy, and you'll come in class tomorrow and try some of these out yourself. Thanks for watching, and hopefully this will upload onto the computer.